What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Let's just get right into a reading here and see what Spirit wants you to know. I was kind of like having a chore day. Spirit's like, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop, get a reading for your friends. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and ring the sound bowl. We'll call in Spirit and see what messages you need to hear. Okay, here we go. That was loud. Okay, I'm calling on Spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's see what's going on. What is the vibe? Why are we here? Why did I stop doing chores to do this reading? It's a beautiful day out. But yeah, things still need to get done. Here we go. We have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, fun. Are you Cancer? Are you Scorpio? Are you Pisces? It doesn't really matter if you are, if you aren't. You are currently perhaps in your feelings right now, or maybe you're just really picking up on a lot of messages, because the Queen of Cups is someone who's really like empathic. They're very tuned in. They're very tapped into their intuition. So let's see what this has to do with anything. Maybe you are dealing with a Cancer person, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sometimes the Queen of Cups just comes up because that's how I show up in readings. I don't know. Let's see here. We have the Three of Pentacles, getting work done, getting plans done, working with other people. What is this all about? Putting in a plan, working with others. Okay, working well with others. We have the Page of Wands. Good news coming in. Some of you could have a really good feeling about something that you've been working on, that it's going to work, or you're going to receive some kind of go-ahead or good news communication coming in about what you're working on, and you know it, like you can sense that it's going to work. It's going to work. Okay, whoop, what's this? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are really, okay. You could be thinking about something, or having a plan, or, really planning things in your mind, or putting something on paper that you want to do. You have a feeling that it's really going to work out. Spirit's saying go with it. Not only go with it, because the Nine of Pentacles comes in to let me know that, like, you've got this. Whatever idea this is, or whatever you're currently working on, is going to not only pay off, but it's going to end up being extremely abundant for you, and it's going to give you a sense of independence, at least financially. We also have the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant, sometimes, people will call it the Pope. It used to be called the Pope. The Hierophant is a major influencer, and way back in the day, that's what it was. So when we update meanings for like tarot cards and stuff to modernize things here, when I get the Hierophant, sometimes this is speaking to being like an influencer or having influence over someone. Sometimes it's talking about through social media. So if you have an idea or a plan or some kind of content that you are looking to create right now, Spirit's saying go ahead, go do this. If you're called to do it now, because it's like the right time. You have a feeling it's going to pop off. It's going to pop off. Okay, we also have the Ten of Swords. I like the Ten of Swords. You know why I like the Ten of Swords? Because it tells me that the worst is over. The worst is behind you. It's the dawn of a new day. You're ready for a new cycle to begin for yourself. So this is giving pretty good energy, folks. I'm glad I'm reading here. You're going to get some kind of go-ahead. Maybe somebody's going to want to work with you, or you could be proposing an idea to work with someone else. But either which way, yeah, see, it's kind of conflicting, because the Three of Pentacles talks about working nicely with others, and putting plans in and whatever, working together. But then the Nine of Pentacles is an energy of being very independent. So I feel like you might have an option. You might not need, okay, let's give an example. Say you know someone who's already doing what you want to do, and you have a really good idea, and you're like, I think you should do this, or I think we should do this together. Like, I think it would be a really good idea. Spirit's saying you can either do that, or you can branch out, take your idea for yourself, bring it out there on your own, because either which way it's going to be successful. Okay. You may even end up being like an influencer for influencers. Does that make sense? Where your idea kind of hits the ground running and other people start copying you. Okay. So, and that it is what it is, especially with content creation. Usually one person comes up with something new that hasn't been done before. And then all of a sudden you'll see every other creator kind of doing the same thing. Even with tarot readings, I have noticed that. And I think also, I feel like we're always having to check in with like the algorithm, and like if a reader has a really good title and that video has popped off, like it is suggested to do something similar, right? I mean, that's just how it is. If you want to get your content out there in some type of way. But I don't feel like you need to manipulate the system with this particular energy, because what you're bringing to the table is really fresh. It hasn't been done before. And you can, I mean, it's going to be up to you. You can either work with somebody who's already established, or this idea, if you bring it out on your own, it has legs. Okay. It has legs. We have the 9 of Wands. So some of you could be a little bit fearful of putting yourself out there, or it's like having a little bit of self-doubt, having a little bit of, oh, is this going to work? Is this going to be a good thing? Like, I don't know if I can do this. Should I? Sometimes maybe you have like, if it is something to do with like putting yourself out there, especially online, it can be a little bit scary if you've never done it before. Like you can have like stage fright, or you could be worried about how it's going to be received and all those things. Spirit's saying, don't even let that affect you right now, because this is going to, like, you should push through it, is basically the advice. Push through that fear and that doubt in the self, and focus on what you want to bring out to the world. Like, what is this? What is this even? What is this even? I don't want to ruin your thing, so we're not going to get like super detailed, but what area of life is this? What area of life, or like what? We have the Knight of Wands. It's not really giving me the area of life with the Knight of Wands. It's something that you're passionate about. Okay. So it's something that you have a lot of passion for. And you are very inspired right now to bring this out. You're very inspired, taking inspired action. I feel like it's going to lead you where, like, I really feel like this idea is going to take off, you know, it's really going to take off. So just go for it is what I'm getting. Okay. I have a bunch that fell out. We have the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Empress, and the Sun. It all came up in the reverse though. So I can tell you, like, I can feel and sense and let you know that I do pick up on a little bit of a blockage, right? If something comes out in the reverse, it doesn't always mean the opposite of what the energy is, especially when you have the Sun. It doesn't really matter if you've got reversals, or if there's blockages, or if there's like any kind of negative connotation to the energy or to the reading. The Sun will always basically wipe all of that negativity away with all the light and all the joy. It really lessens any difficulties that you might have or might perceive during this time. The Page of Swords is about learning. It's about education. It's about finding out. You might have to communicate. All right. And you're feeling a little bit like uncomfortable, right? So there's some of this uncomfortable energy that's coming up, a little bit of fear, a little bit of doubt. And it's a learning curve. So when you start producing, I feel like it's content. I really feel like it's content. When you start putting yourself out there and you start producing content, it takes practice. Just start, okay? You don't have to be perfect. Whatever it is that you are creating here is going to be, it's going to work. Okay, it's going to work. It's going to pay off. So there's a little bit, sometimes we can have like this imposter syndrome showing up too. Like, why me? Why would people tune in, or why would people listen to what it is I have to say? First of all, let me tell you, your idea is good. Okay, your idea is really good. And it might take you a little bit of practice to become comfortable with the whole process, but the information that you have needs to be shared. Okay, it needs to be shared. It needs to be shared. Some of you may resonate with being divine feminine, perhaps, or just really being in that Empress energy. I love the major arcana we have in this reading so far, friends. It's literally the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Sun. You already have, like, it's going to come really natural to you. Whatever this is, it's already within you. So it's about time that you let this out, because it's going to bring in growth, abundance, not just abundance. It's like, I feel like it's life-changing stuff here. I feel like it's life-changing stuff. I love it. I'm actually loving it. And not only is it life-changing for you, but I feel like it's going to help others as well. What's at the bottom of the deck? Page of Cups. Yeah. Some of you are really getting in touch with something that I feel like you've been holding this in for a very long time. You've had this idea, or you've had this desire to really truly express yourself, okay? To just put yourself out there, express yourself as is, authentically, you know, and there's just a little bit, sometimes we worry about what other people are going to say, or how other people are going to receive what it is that you're putting out. It's not going to be like you think. Now listen to me, there's always trolls on the internet. So you just have to know that going into it, and just ignore any kind of trolling comments and things like that. Whatever. People get trolled. So when you get trolled, it's because you're actually doing something, and then somebody is like triggered by it. Or, I mean, like, the trolls are the people who aren't actually doing anything with their life. So they spend all their time, you know, trolling on people who are actually doing something. So I just want to put that out there. It's good to remember. It's good to not take in any of that, even though sometimes it can be difficult not to. So don't let any of that stop you, any potential trolling stop you from putting something out into the world. Again, it feels like it's going to bring you a lot of joy. It's going to bring a lot of happiness, a lot of warmth, abundance. It's like a really good thing. Once you get the ball rolling here, like I said, your idea, your content, it's got legs. It's going to run. It's going to go viral. It's, you know, it might not happen like right away, because not everybody goes viral, you know, or not everybody. Sometimes it takes a couple tries, right? Sometimes it takes a couple tries. So just don't give up is what I'm getting. But you could. Sometimes people will post one thing and it just goes freaking insane. That happened to me once. I've been content creating for years now. I think I started in 2020, right? Coming online to do tarot readings in 2020. I'm not on Instagram very much. I do have a Facebook page. I don't really not pay attention, but I just don't have time to like do all the socials. My focus is YouTube. Also, I have TikTok, which is fun. I love TikTok. But it doesn't pay like content creators in Canada. There's no creator fund for it. So I don't put a lot of stuff. At one point I was putting like tarot readings and little mini readings and stuff like that. And then I was just kind of using my account for fun. So it's more like a personal thing. Anyway, I'm telling you this to say, I was having a fire with my kid. We were roasting pierogies. I took a 10-second clip. All right. 10-second clip of me doing that. And it went flipping viral. And I'm like, has nothing to do with like what I do for a living. It has nothing to, it's very interesting how it's just random. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen right away, or if it doesn't, like, sometimes something will go viral when you don't think it's even good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that video ended up, last time I checked, it was over like 650,000 views. Like, a 10-second clip about roasting a pierogi. It's insane. But anyway, especially, this is going to resonate with you especially if you are thinking about maybe telling a story or telling your story on like TikTok or something. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with that platform. I really don't know what's going to happen with that platform, because in the US, it isn't like Donald Trump saying he's going to shut it all down. So maybe you want to not waste time if that happens and just come straight to YouTube. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. I feel like we're going to have a lot more creators coming back to YouTube because of this. And definitely the advertisers. So I'm looking forward to that as a content creator on YouTube. But anyways, that's like interesting. We have the Hangman. It's funny, I was talking about all that. It's like, wait and see what happens, okay? I do believe, yeah, the 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords. look, Spirit doesn't, whatever the case is, okay? Those are just like the nuances and little details that can be figured out. I guess with the Hangman, just wait and see. If you are called to put your content on TikTok, I guess it's like, well, we'll see what happens with that. If you are living in the US, okay? If you are living in the US, we'll see what happens. But I do feel like Spirit doesn't want you to hesitate. We have the Knight of Swords, which is somebody who's taking very direct action, no hesitation. And sometimes it can be even quite spontaneous. So if you are feeling called in any moment, kind of like me today, where I was like choring around and Spirit's like, yo, get your ass out on video and get a tarot reading out. Okay, sure. Listen to it, right? Follow that inspired action, okay? And it's going to work out for you. You know why I know that? You know why I know that? Because we have the Nine of Cups. Now, this is wishes come true. This is dreams come true. This is emotional satisfaction. This is, yay, everything worked. Everything worked. It's going to work, okay? So good for you. Go for it. Just go for it. This is the right time. Now, I did also notice in this reading, friends, we have 3 9s out. 999. So if you see the 9s, that can be an extra confirmation for you, or if you have been seeing the 9s lately, that's your cue, okay? That's your cue to go for it. Now, also, let's talk about it. 2025 is a 9 year. This is your year. This is your year. Push through any doubts, push through any fears. And 2025 is going to be your year. I love it. I love it. I feel like that's the reading. I feel like that is the reading. Go for it. Do it. Do it. Do not hesitate. Just go for it. That's it. That's it. Maybe I'll come back with another one in a little bit of time. But yeah, friends, I want to get this out there right away. So apologies to my friends over at Buy Me a Coffee. I'm posting this right to YouTube instantly. It probably won't even have an intro or anything. Yeah, but if you want to join me over there, I'm always so excited and feeling so blessed for our friends over at the Good Vibe Tribe for Buy Me a Coffee. Folks are, pledging $5 a month for support. And usually, besides this reading right here, I do always present my content to them first. They get a sneak peek for 99% of the readings that I post on YouTube. They get to see them early, and then it also there's more of like an open line of communication where they get emails in their inbox and they can reply to them. We can talk, whatever. Okay. Anyways, thank you very much, Good Vibe Tribe. I really appreciate all your love and support. Everyone else here that sends love and support, I love you too, and you are also so very freaking important. Thank you so very much for allowing me this space and your time to do the work that I do and to come spend some time with you. I love you. Beep, beep. This is like, what is that? The millennial way? I don't know how, like Gen Zs do it a different way. Anyway, hearts and stars, all of them to you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.